Alright guys, welcome back to another quick look. So today we're going to take a look at Greedy Cave. So this game is kind of like a roguelike. You may recognize the art style a little bit if you've played Don't Starve. Not the same folks, but very similar in art design. The game's quite a bit of fun, so let's go ahead and get into it. That's a nice random pull there. Um you know what? That's fine. Let's give ourselves a name. Let's not do it on all caps. Come on. Work with me here, keyboard. Okay, one thing I have noticed, and you probably notice right now, is for some reason this game wants to type the name in all caps, which is extremely annoying. Now, this game has a lot of pretty interesting features. It's quite a bit of fun. I've actually been playing it quite a bit with the caps lock. Stop it. Okay, there we go. We're going to go ahead and use that lovely random that we picked there. So, it's a roguelike style game. The dungeons are generated randomly. There are other people in the world. So it's kind of an MMOE sort of, but you don't really see them except for in the main town. As you can see, there's some other folks walking around. So you have an inventory. You have your character stats are at the top. You have equipment that you can pick up throughout the game as you play. Here's what the skills look like. So as you work through the dungeons, you can put points in all of these items here, and they will give you bonuses. These locked ones here on the left are also skills that you can pick up as you level. So for now, we're going to go ahead, let's stick one in defense. As you can see, it starts working up towards a skill. The journal gives you some basic information as you work through the dungeon. The runes you can pick up as you go through, they're sitting on the floor. And also, this loot box here. Whatever appears here in this box is what you will take with you when you leave the dungeon. Not everything can go back with you. So you want to keep that in mind. The gold bordered items or gold items will come back with you to town. The others will not. As you can see, it's got cloud upload for your saved games, which is fantastic. You can post to Facebook, but it doesn't actually connect to your Facebook account. Of course, you have the music on and off, that kind of thing. Character control, you can either click or have a button. There are several. There's two difficulties here to unlock. As you can tell, they each have their advantages. The higher levels, you get more gold and weapons and things like that. You can break the barrels in town, but I've never actually found anything in them. This is the quest board. So as you can see, you have little quests that you complete. You don't actually have to pick them up. You get them automatically. There are also achievements as well, which give you rewards as you complete them. So there's that. Spin the town here again. You've got a tavern, which allows you to talk and communicate with other folks that are playing. You do have a stash here, which you can store and increase storage size by paying for the extra slots, as you can see. Alright, and if we move, oh come on, move over here, we've got a blacksmith. Blacksmith will allow you to combine items or upgrade and craft items. Here you've got kind of your Wheel of Fortune type thing, so every day you get a free spin. You can do that to get bonus loot and things like that. This lady will sell you potions and other things like that. And we're back to our dungeon. So let's go ahead and do a quick dungeon run. And it looks like from the dungeons, I believe it's every 10 floors, you hit a waypoint. So you basically can start back from there instead of starting from the first floor every time. Now, as you can see, at every checkpoint, or waypoint, whatever you want to call them, there is a store where you can sell loot and, buy other things that may help you in the dungeon. There are secret rooms. To go, once you are in the dungeon, past that storeroom, you can't go back up. The only way is to go down. Now, that said, there are scrolls that will take you back to town that you'll find while you were playing the game. So here's a little bit about combat. So up top you got your health bar, which is red. You got a mana bar, which is blue. Unlike most games, the mana bar does not recharge unless you have items that provide that effect. Same with health. So you kind of have to manage things. And as you can probably see, there are colored numbers falling off of me. Those are elemental damages of some sort. Attacking this guy, I look incredibly goofy. Alright, so we've got our first piece of new equipment. And go here to our inventory. It'll say new on whatever the newest items in your inventory are. You just drag it to the slot to equip it. Now, if you notice here, I've got two pieces that have a gold border. Those will go back with me when I leave the dungeon. The regular ones will not. Now, there are statues in the dungeon that allow you to convert items to gold, which will allow you to take them back with you. So that'll give you a chance to get better items. And another thing to make a point of, there's actually, see the purple thing there? That's a rune you can step on and pick up. It gives you a bonus. You don't have to kill every monster on a floor in order to go into the next floor. So if you're running short on health, try and pick your paths around some of the monsters to get further down in the floor, so the less you have to try and fight through to get back to where you were. So here we go. We've got a escape scroll. That's the scroll I was telling you about that allows you to move back to town. But again, if you move back, be careful because you won't always take your items with you unless you have picked up gold items. The treasure chests and locations and maps and everything are completely random. You do get health potions like that one I just picked up. There are random gold bags lying on the ground and other sorts of treasure chests and things floating around. This game is a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it so far. I recommend it. Definitely check it out. Of course, it might not be your thing. Like I said, in most of the reviews that I post, experience may vary based on your tastes. But I've had a lot of fun with this game. I've really enjoyed it. It's put together very well. Seems to be very stable. It runs really well. And it plays well. I haven't really had any major problems at all. It took me a little bit to figure out how the loot and stuff works, about taking stuff back to town and whatnot, because it doesn't explain it very clearly that that's what's going on. You kind of just have to figure it out. Okay, so I just picked up flame spider legs. These are an enchant. As you go through the dungeon, you'll find an enchantment table which you can use these on. You have a chance to succeed or fail on those enchants, but they will help out items quite a bit because you can add different effects and stuff to items and armor. Now, if you see this chest over here on the right, that's a nice chest. Usually got some good stuff in those. But what I want to point out is there's a kind of a glow around it. And sometimes in dungeons, you see monsters with that glow around them. That means they're basically like elite monsters. So if you've ever played like Diablo or something, that you know what that means. They're typically enhanced monsters. They're a lot stronger than the stuff that you find normally in the dungeon, and they will be a lot harder to beat. Hey, we got some blue pants. Unfortunately, we can use them right now while we're in the dungeon, but unless we find a gold statue, we're not going to be able to take those with us. Bat wings, more claws. I like how it gives you a little readout. You can also push and hold to get your stats on the monster before you attack it. The monsters won't attack you unless you click on them. So you can kind of meander around them or past them without them assaulting you. Now there are hidden rooms. Look for wall panels like these panels here that have kind of a sparkle to them. Those you can typically go through. There are items that'll help you get through those. But I think that's pretty much the basics of the game. Like I said, I've had a ton of fun with this game. I've been playing it quite a bit. I've really, really enjoyed my time with the game. The dungeons are random every time. It's never the same layout. You can click on the map and kind of see what little bit I've uncovered here. Actually, it looks like I've got most of this floor opened up. But you can see where the monsters are once you see them. And then you can kind of plan your paths accordingly. But like I said, the game has been a joy to play. It's put together really well. I really enjoy the art style, even though it is kind of a Don't Starve ripoff on the art. But I really like the way it looks. I like the way it plays. The town is really cool looking, and I enjoy it quite a bit. All right, guys. Like I said, I definitely hope that you guys will check this out. Let me know what you think down in the comments. If you guys have a different experience with this game, please do let me know. Hit the like button on your way out. Let me know you like the video and would like me to keep doing these quick looks. And if you would, please, 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 please hit the subscribe button on your way out. The subscriptions help me get the channel noticed, helps us get a better channel, helps us get a community built, and helps me bring more games out to you guys. Alright guys, well, I think that'll do it for this quick look. We'll see you next time.